What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to this episode of Restoration with Vic. Today we have somebody super exciting in the building, no other than Hes Kicks.
Thank you for having me, Vic. I'm definitely excited to be here in Arizona and to be doing a video with you, man.
Hell yeah,
it's nice
dude.
to meet you in person.
What are we doing today?
We're gonna be hydro dipping, man. All of these shoes that we have in front of you, we're gonna just dip all these shoes.
Every single shoe.
Every single one of these shoes.
I don't think we've done that many shoes in one video ever.
This is a lot quicker and a lot easier than the stuff that you do.
I hope so. Paint takes forever.
The hardest part is to tape all these shoes off, but once they're taped off, then the dip process is just super fast.
Hell yeah, I'm excited. You guys, make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video because we might be giving away some of these shoes. Let's get started, dude.
Let's do it.
All right, Hes, so what's the first thing we do in this process? I've never done it before. What do we need?
Yeah, so the first thing that we should do is definitely tape off the shoes because the water transfer will actually hit everything that touches the water. So if you don't want it to be maybe in the liner or on the midsole, then you need to tape off those areas that we want to leave just factory.
Does the tape does a good job of not like getting water, past that?
Yeah, well, the tape actually will take the transfer instead. So when you push it through the water, then the tape will be whatever pattern you choose, and then when you take off the tape, then you have the factory.
So you're good, like the water won't get inside the shoe if you tape it off?
Water will still get in the shoe because we're going to submerge the entire shoe in the water.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was curious.
Yeah, no. So we throw the entire shoe down. We dip the entire shoe through the water so the transfer process can work completely.
Is there any prep work involved? Do we got to use acetone at all on the leather?
Yes. So after we tape everything off, then we should take some acetone, especially on leather, like Air Force 1s specifically. You definitely want to use some acetone on here. Then just to remove the factory finish.
Yeah.
Then the paint will adhere better. And then of course, after you do the dip and it dries, then you can apply a finisher to it to hold the print on.
Makes
better.
sense. Pretty standard. What about for mesh materials or canvas materials? Do you guys do any kind of prep work for that?
We're gonna experiment a little bit because I've never done canvas personally, but we do have a pair of Chucks, so we're gonna try.
You haven't done a pair of Chucks on camera yet?
I've never done it, so figured we can try on canvas and see if the ink transfers to here. And I don't think we need a finisher for this because it's canvas,
right?
But it's something to just experiment with and see. For mesh, you don't need a finisher on either because it's not anything that's stiff or anything like that like you would get on a leather.
Do you ever use water and stain repellent on canvas materials or the mesh areas after you put the hydro dip stuff?
That's a great point. Since I haven't done canvas yet, no, but I would recommend the Rejuvenator water repellent on this. I bet it would work really well.
We'll try it out afterwards.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So first step is taping then, right?
First step is taping, for
sure. Are we gonna be taping off all the shoes all at once? What do you think?
I'm gonna probably do this pair and you'll probably finish those 3 by the time I'm done with this one pair.
All right, so we'll start with the Air Force 1s and you can start with the Air Max 1s. So I guess with hydro dipping, you can do the whole shoe, sections.
Whatever you want, yeah, you can be creative. We can do different blocking for each of the shoes. Like You could do the 2 panels on the outside in the swoosh, and then you could do these 2 panels on a different pair. You can do whatever you want, man.
What do you do about the soles?
You definitely gotta tape them off. You can't have the sole, paint is paint. If you have paint on the soles and you walk around, it's gonna scuff them off.
Makes
it's
sense.
just the way it goes.
Yeah,
Friction,
any type
science.
of paint.
Yeah, it won't last. So gotta cover up the soles.
Cover up the soles, and I can do whatever else I want. So
yeah.
I'm gonna take charge of these. You'll take care of those.
All right.
And let's do some taping.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so here's a quick update on where we're at. Ton of taping. We got this shoe almost done. We actually had to have Doug in the back and even Lee, who's managing the camera, help us out with all this taping. It's a ton of taping. Where are you at, Hes?
Man, this was a lot of work. Like I feel like this is the hardest part for sure, is just getting the tape job right, because there's just so many details you gotta make sure to get for this to work properly or to make it kind of fun and different. Like all these Air Force 1s, I like that we did different patterns on every single one of them. So it's just, this is a lot of effort right here. So this part of it, like you did an awesome job on this one. Look at all this tape.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, this will be fun. It'll be fun to see the results of the different patterns that we do on all these different shapes on the shoes. Which, speaking of, I mean, we got a lot of prints here to choose from. So I don't know what I'm gonna do on which of my shoes. Like, I don't know how we're gonna divvy these up, but hopefully we can narrow these down and then get to dipping these things.
Almost there.
I think maybe I might do this Hex one on the Air Maxes.
That one's sick. That's probably my favorite print.
Yeah.
That Ultra Boost you did.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Probably my favorite too.
Everybody kept on telling me stop using that print, but I'm like, it's my favorite.
It's my favorite, man.
I want to get a pair perfect with them. I've done a couple okay jobs with them, but I want to like a perfect dip with those ones. I think I might do this crazy print, even though it might be tough. I don't know. I might do this one for these Chucks. This one is crazy. I like this.
What size all we need?
I feel like this. Oh yeah, FYI, the other key thing that's crazy. If you don't put the paper in the right way, it destroys it. It won't work.
It has to like go on one side?
Yeah. So you have to, this is the tricky part, like which way do you put it down, this way or this way?
How do you know?
I might have to look online and see it again. I think it's glossy side down. No, it's glossy side down. I'm pretty sure it's glossy side down, because that's the side that you want on your shoe, the crazy print. I'm confident with my answer. Glossy side down.
We'll roll with that.
But if you do put the wrong way down, it won't work, like at all.
Tried it? Have you done that before?
I saw Sneakerhead in the Bay try it once, and he did the wrong side, and it did not work at all. It turned into a pile of goop. I think I'm gonna do this one right here for the Chucks, right here. Hopefully it will work well.
Thing's intense.
Yeah, it's a crazy little scribble. I got this one for, honestly, I got it for Adidas Boost too. I thought maybe the Ultra Boost with this would be crazy looking.
Have you used that print yet?
I have not. Just opened it. So we'll see if it works. This one's crazy. Look at the back, how it's like, look at the back, how it's like.
Bro, that's sick.
And it's like, this is a wild.
That's sick. I might go with that one.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
All right, finally done taping. That took a good 2 hours, wouldn't you say, Hes?
At least, yeah.
Now, before we get on to the fun stuff, we gotta do one more step. Using acetone and cotton balls, we gotta prep all the leather shoes. You wanna help me with that?
Not really. Nah, I'm gonna see the pro do it. Let's see how you do this.
All right.
You start and then I'll finish.
I'll show you the proper technique on how to prep leather, dude.
Okay.
Sit back and relax.
How many do you need?
A lot. So you grab your cotton ball and you rub. Just kidding.
Just very lightly.
Just very lightly. So the reason why we're doing this step, you guys, is so we can wipe off the factory finish, so the hydro dip material can adhere better to the materials, right?
Yep, that's correct. Yep.
All prepped, ready to go. Let's bring in the tank. Lee, bring in the tank. All right, guys, let's start. What are you starting with, Hes? I think you should start with
An Air Force One?
Air Force One.
This crazy one right here?
Yep. So,
all right. Which pattern are we doing on this one?
I don't know. It's a good question. Let me grab a pattern.
Let's see what we're doing. So basically, we're gonna put the film down, and then we're gonna spray it with some activator, and then we're going to dip the shoe through, and that'll be it.
What do you think about this oil spillage?
I think that would be dope.
All right, let's do it.
First step, we just gotta put it in here and lay it in, but it's critical when we put this in not to get water on the wrong side. So the glossy side goes down, matte side goes up, and then I'm just gonna put this in like this. Make sure there's no water though on the top. So you see there's a giant air bubble here in the middle. I gotta work this air bubble out. Move it out to the side here.
What if you leave the air bubble there? What happens?
Water trapped in it, or the air bubble trapped under there won't adhere very well.
There's one over there.
Yeah, that's a huge one, good one. So, as you're waiting, as you can see now, the water's starting to fizzle a little bit, right? And it's okay if it's on the outside if you're not gonna dip in that area, but key areas, you wanna get as much air bubbles out as you can. But you notice how the water's not on this side yet. It's kind of important. Okay, there's a little one right here, but I think we'll be fine. All right, so as it's sitting here, you can see it's kind of just waving around in the water, but Now's the tricky part. We gotta use this activator spray. And this is gonna set this off and basically make this turn into liquid.
So you're gonna give it a heavy coat?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it once over like this, down, and then let it dissipate for a second, and then we're ready to dip.
Cool.
You ready? You excited?
While we're doing this, guys, don't forget we are giving away these shoes, so stay tuned till the very end.
All right, you ready? Let's try this first one out. It's gonna be kind of heavy, so cover your nose. It's very, yeah, you wanna wear masks usually if you can.
Wear a mask.
Yeah, it's pretty toxic stuff.
So what if you get air bubbles after you spray it? Can you still bounce them out?
No.
That's it?
It's done, one and done. But now what we can do is strategize where we place the shoe. So ideally, if you have an air bubble right there, we don't want the white part to hit the air bubble. So
you're just gonna focus on this area over here.
I think that's a good area. Yeah, we can dip it that side down. And man, creative with this one. I think I might have to go reverse this way, down. All right, so, and then you got it all the way around. Oh, this is a tricky one, okay. So I gotta be careful. So I gotta hold it on the tape spots, make sure I'm good. And then I'm gonna go down like this, all the way through. All right, you ready?
Let's do it. Oh, it's so cool looking from that down here.
Oh, I didn't even get your Nike Air on this side, buddy.
So cool.
But it's okay, we might be able to redo it and get that side. So it looks like to me the activator spray is a little bit not on all the way. Like I needed more activator spray because you see how it strung apart lightly. Like that, it should be like more like it should dissipate easier than that. So but I missed the Nike logo on this one, sorry pal. We can redo that one.
It's all good, I think it looks better with that.
It's hard because it's on the very bottom. But yeah, we'll see. You can see that's where it's gonna look like that.
That looks sick
right there.
though. Just seeing it when you're dunked in the shoe,
yeah.
to the bottom, it looks so dope.
Yeah, I think this will be nice. So let's go ahead and put this one over. This one's a hard one to do because he taped off the top, and so the air was, had no air. It was like air pressure instead of an air bubble coming out.
Gotcha.
So it was like pushing it down like a cup with air in it.
The top felt.
It was hard to get under. So I'm gonna move this over here real quick.
So we had to get some masks. This stuff stinks really, really, really bad. So make sure you're doing it in a well-ventilated area. Otherwise, you'll probably die. So the next thing we're gonna do is move on to the second shoe. Shoe number one's down. We're gonna do the exact same film using the left shoe. Just do it.
All right, I'm gonna put this one on. You want to spray? You want me to do it? You can do it? Yeah, just shake it good though, and then just kind of go back and forth. You can do a little bit more than I did the last one even. Then it will dissipate better. Looks pretty good, man. You ready to dip it? You want me to do it?
Here, one more time, and then I'll do it.
Okay, this one will be easier than the other one, I think. Do you have a scissor? I think you're right. I'm gonna poke a hole on the top here just to make sure that I can get through. Okay, I'm gonna go just straight down like this way. This is what I'm used to doing, going straight down. No angles. We're angled this way. So, all right, ready?
Looks pretty clean.
Yeah, that's crazy. I missed the back section though, damn it. That's the stuff that happens, but this is the one where you can just tape that section up and put it down if you need. That's crazy.
Dope.
This stuff will come off as we're kind of wiping it down, like the extra little stuff.
That toe box looks a lot cooler than the first shoe.
Yeah, that looks wild. I like that.
Sick.
All right, let's move this on over here.
All right, guys, so it's my turn now. I observed Hes the last few times. So what I'm gonna do is grab our camo design, put it in the water, get all the air bubbles out, spray it, and then put the shoe in. Let's do it.
Pretty much. I think it looks pretty good, dude.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's what it's gonna get. Now shake it up. That's good. It looks like it makes a nice liquidy.
Yep.
Nice. Good work.
Damn it.
It's alright. That extra stuff will come off usually. Man. Alright. Cool.
All done with the hydro dipping process, you guys. That was a lot of fun, took a lot of work.
It's crazy.
Stinky process, dude. I think I killed at least 1,000 of my brain cells.
Double that.
At least.
Mine too, yeah, for sure.
Nice, thanks for the warning, by the way.
But yeah, it's super stinky stuff when you spray that activator on it.
So off camera, we also went ahead and sprayed with some Carla Matte finish to protect the graphics on the shoes. All we gotta do now is remove the tape.
This is like the most exciting part for the reveal, to see what we actually have. I don't even remember which Air Force Ones we taped off in what area.
I don't remember the pattern either, so
yeah.
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Shoes are a little bit wet because there was water inside the tape, but that's okay. We just gotta pat them down dry. It's not a big issue.
That looks crazy.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, that one came out good, man. I like that one.
That's clean.
Yeah, a little pop there. Kind of crazy, kind of very non-traditional Air Force One, or I mean Air Max 1 pattern. I probably could paint over this one white though. I think this one would be good if we painted that whole thing white. Oops, I missed this one section here. And I think that that would actually make this thing a lot more solid.
The mesh is sick though.
Yeah, the mesh
big
came out
fan
good.
of.
Yeah, that was pretty well.
It looks factory.
This here too. Whoa, you just went with the eyelets and the inside?
That's pretty sick.
Dang, that looks crazy.
Pictured way more, that's sick.
Yeah, that's really good. Wow.
picture the mess, honestly.
Yeah, that looks real clean and simple, and yeah. All right, Vic, which one of these do you like the best? Which one do you think came out the best, and which one, I guess, is just in general, do you like the best?
That's tough, man. I don't know. I would probably have to say my favorite are probably these, but I really, really like the other graphics. I love this one. I just still love the Ultra Boost you did a while back. I love the oil spillage on it. I like colors. I like bright, vibrant colors, so this one right here is super dope. For me, the skulls are just super clean. I just like the blue and white. It flows so nicely. I just like how it looks on the toe box. Same thing with the camo ones. I expected not much of the camo ones because it's just camo. You've seen camo a million times.
Agreed.
But this one came out pretty clean and crispy, something like Nike will probably produce, you know?
Yeah, seriously. I actually like that one. It might be my favorite one, especially like the dip in general. I think it was one of the most successful ones on that one.
Yeah.
Just through and through.
Yeah, it was super smooth.
Yeah. I like.
What's your favorite?
I like the oil slick one too. I the toe boxes of the oil slicks. The toe boxes of the oil slick specifically, I think, look the best because it's just the pattern, and I love that there's two different patterns one on each. I think my Air Maxes kind of came out terrible personally. I love the pattern of this one. It just didn't work with the blocking.
The toe boxes is super dope.
Yeah, it was a fun test to be able to see if it would work on mesh like this, and it does. So I guess it's a win in that regard. But I would have rather done a different graphic, I guess, or a different layout of what I did here. This one is super clean too. The skulls, I really, really like that one. And aspects of this one I really like as well. I mean, I like parts of every single one, but if I had to choose one that was my favorite, it'd probably be the camo, which is the one that I didn't like the most.
First, right?
Yeah, and of course it's
we weren't even gonna use camo at first. Yeah. That was probably the least one we liked.
Yeah, in fact, we had another one that was already cut that we were gonna use, and then last minute we're like, let's do camo, and then we did it, and it looks great.
You want to talk about the downfall on some of these?
Yeah, I mean, so the hard part about this, and you saw from now firsthand what I deal with sometimes when I've done some of these videos, is you never know how well this stuff is going to work. Sometimes it's the prints, and the prints won't work very well. It could be just the way that they were made. In fact, should we show them these?
Yeah, we should. So, like we were talking about the camo film, it laid down perfectly on the water. It was so perfect. But when we went and laid down the film for this one right here, it got really bubbly, chunky. Yeah. How do you even explain how it looked?
Folded. Vic was going to use this print, which is a crazy print. We really like this. It's our favorite one.
That was our favorite by far. We were going to use it on this one originally.
Yeah, Air Force Ones, and then we're like, wait a minute. And we looked at it when it was setting, and we're like, that's not going to work. So I was like, well, let's burn a pair of these and see if it would work. And it didn't work at all. Like, it just did not work. So
my question is, though, obviously the film was busted from the beginning, but did the canvas have anything to do with that?
I don't know. I don't think it did. I think that it was really, I know it looks like parts, but you could even see where the parts landed on the
tape, and it looks really blurry.
It didn't work very well on the tape either.
It did work pretty well on the rivets.
So maybe it is canvas. I'll have to do another test on canvas and see. But I guarantee you, if you would have dipped this on the Air Force One, it would have looked horrible. It would have been folded. So it is kind of interesting. Sometimes the materials don't work very well. Sometimes you don't get enough activator spray. If the water's too hot or too cold, it can have an impact.
It's also the technique.
The angle of the dip is important.
That's where I messed up this one because of the angle. I was too close to the edge on the film, completely missed the back piece. Me and Hes kind of went back to try to patch it up, but it just didn't come out as clean. So yeah, technique's also a big thing. Make sure you're doing it right in the center, right? You want to do it in the center.
Yeah. You just want to make sure you're covering the real estate of the box to make sure you're getting it. Because when it starts to wrap, it does kind of collapse into itself sometimes. So
super satisfying though. When you see the shoe dip, if you're watching it from the bottom where the water is, it's super satisfying. I'm telling you, I'm gonna definitely do this technique again for my custom videos because it saves so much more time. Like if you do parts of the shoe, such as the toe box only, you can get some really cool work. And then if you're really good at painting, you could do more custom work to the shoe. That's probably what I would do on this shoe right here. I think it looks phenomenal. I like the skulls on the shoe. I'm probably gonna hang on to this one. I might not give this one away because I do want to finish up this custom. So I might go in when I have some free time and finish up the rest of the shoe, add some more graphics with paint. Because there's no way I can freehand the skulls on this shoe. It would take me days. But with the hydro dipping technique, it takes seconds. So it's definitely a technique I would definitely use in my videos.
Right on. Yeah, it was fun, man. This is a crazy. Yeah, we gotta lace them now.
We gotta lace them up, man.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
What's next? What are you gonna do next? If you could do one thing that's not sneakers, what would you hydro dip?
So this morning, actually, when I got up, I knew we were gonna do this shoot, and I was actually looking around my room, like, what do I use a lot that I can just go to work and just dip it in water and come up with something sick? Couldn't think of anything, but I do want to do. So I'm a big fan of retro gaming. So I have like a bunch of 64 controllers. I do want to take one apart, grab the shell, and just dip it in hydro dip with a cool design.
That'd be rad.
These are all laced up and ready to go. We are giving away all these shoes. These are a size 9, size 9, 11.5, 10.5, and a 9.5, you guys. All you gotta do is subscribe to Reshoeminator, subscribe to Hes Kicks, and comment down below your favorite moment of this video and your favorite custom. What you think, Hes?
This is a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys for having me out here. One thing I did want to let you guys know of, that this is actually 100% wearable. So I get that question a lot. People don't know if they're wearable. This is a pair that I did on a previous video of mine. And just to show you guys, like, it's flexible. I know people, it's cringe right here with the crease in, but like, it creases with the shoe. It's 100% wearable. And so these things should be good to go when you guys get these, whoever wins the shoes.
That's nuts. That was my next question. So in the creasing area, it doesn't bubble up or anything?
No, it's legit. Yeah, just like paint. Once you finish it off, it's good to go.
My next question is, why didn't you bring that giraffe print? That stuff's really dope.
I know. I should have brought the print. Next time, maybe if you come to Oregon, we'll do it at my house, man.
Steve, send me Oregon, dude.
Yeah, there we go. Yep. But yeah, the giraffe print was too big. It was like super long.
No worries, man. Next time.
Yeah. But thank you for having me out. Appreciate it, man.
No worries,
this was a lot
man.
of fun.
Thank you for coming out, man.
I'm glad we got to link up for the first time and make some cool shoes.
Yeah, man, I learned a lot of good stuff, a lot of good techniques. Like I said in this video, I'm definitely gonna be doing this again in my custom videos. Thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys next time.